Wake up.
Oh, just let me sleep a little more, Celica.
You rascal. Don't you remember the task I entrusted you with?
The task?
Yes. I asked you to take care of him.
Oh. Where am I? Did they kill me? My wounds are gone. Bad fever.
Please, don't die, Velvet.
You saved my life. Now it's my turn to save you. First, we've got to get out of here. Just hang in there, Laphicet. The exit should be around here somewhere. Where do we go now? Where is this place anyway? Where's the exit? What the hell is this place?
It's an Earth pulse.
So you survived.
Let's not count our blessings just yet. It looks like we've been sealed inside. But at least we're still alive. Can't say the same would be true if we stayed in that place.
An Earth Pulse. So that's what this is.
Yeah. It's like a river flowing with nature's life energy. Earth pulses can be found all over the world, but normally you can't see or interact with them.
Then how'd we wind up inside one?
When Innominat and Laphicet's power collided, the shock must have torn it open. If that's the case, it's possible that Laphicet possesses the power to return us home, but... He can't do much in this state. He's liable to turn into a demon any moment now.
Don't talk like that. Is this because he overused his powers?
It's not too late to stop it. If a Moloch occupies a pure vessel, he can be prevented from transforming into a demon.
Even you?
This lucky coin is my vessel. There's a catch to this one, though. It can only serve as a vessel for someone with the Reaper's powers.
Then that's no help at all.
An exorcist would work. We offer our own bodies as vessels for Malachim, so that we can use them for the Abbey's purposes. I volunteer to serve as your Moloch's vessel.
I see. So we just need your body with us, not your legs.
Not one step closer! I'll kill myself before you lay a hand on me. The Moloch will become a demon, and you'll be stuck here forever.
You don't mince words, do you?
Know your foes and strike where they're weak. The basis of all combat.
As cowardly as I'd expect from a disciple of Artorias.
No, this is personal. Once I regain my exorcist powers, I vow to challenge you, Demon Velvet! If I lose, I'll do whatever you wish. If you want me to die or to become a vessel, so be it.
Velvet, don't die.
Fine.
What's the Moloch's name? Normally, it is decided by their masters, but since I do not own him yet, I need to know.
He's not a thing to be owned. He's Laphicet.
Laphicet. I see. O child of the fountain of creation, these vows we exchange. May our purpose, resplendent, help to purify this cursed world. Remember this true name I bestow unto you. Such power!
How the hell did we end up here? What's going on?
That little brat! He actually unsealed the Earth Pulse?
What was that?
Huh. Guess this is the end of the Velvet World Tour Revenge-a-thon. What an anticlimax. Not that I really care either way.
We don't know that she's dead.
Dead or alive, she's done. No way she'd keep going after seeing how outmatched she is. Betcha 10 gold that I'm right.
10 gold? You're on.
What in the...
Laphicet, What did that exorcist do?
What happened to you? I see. So that exorcist woman pledged herself as Lafisette's vessel? Where did she head off to, then?
If you two wound up here, then odds are that exorcist disappeared somewhere nearby.
Then we'll find her.
Sheesh, are you never not worked up about something?
I said I would save him, so I will. Besides, his power is just what I need.
Don't you forget our little wager now, alright?
My darling Ten Gold, murdered in his crib by a thug!
I won't let her get away from me!
Oh no, a dead end! And so the adventure came to a close in a most sudden and unsatisfying manner!
Look, that wall is cracked. That means...
So exorcists are actually the vessels for their Malakim. You can do that too, can't you, Magilu?
Of course! This fair maiden has won the Malakim's Choice Award, Most Desirable Vessel, 3 years running!
Oh? Then you wouldn't mind replacing Eleanor as Lafisette's vessel, I hope.
Thanks, but no thanks. I have my hands full dealing with Bienfu as it is.
If I ate Bienfu, you'd have room.
Still wouldn't work, kiddo. You saw it with your own eyes. Even if only for an instant, that kid actually held his own against the power of Inominat. Not even the resplendent Magilu can handle something of that power.
Indeed. After everything we've seen, it's obvious there's more to Lafiset than meets the eye.
Yeah, but that Eleanor woman was still able to become his vessel.
That's because, unlike Miss Magilu, Madame Eleanor actually tries!
Anyway, we need to find her and beat her. She'll just bring us more trouble the longer she's out there.
Oh, we'll find her. No doubt about it.
Ah! You guys again?
Well, look who set up shop here.
You couldn't have shown up at a better time. We need more supplies.
I'm happy to help you all, but this time I really needs to charge a little extra.
How much extra are we talking here?
Ooh, you haven't heard the stories, little turtles. Word has it, there's a spooky monster that's been eating traveling merchants around these parts.
Eating merchants?
She takes the shape of a black-haired girl, and when she finds greedy merchants, she gobbles them up head first. Although, if the greedy merchant was a turtle's, I bet she'd start with the crunchy shell.
Ah! I'm not greedy, I swears it. Look, I has special sales going on. Everything's marked down to normal prices.
How generous of you. Magilu, give the nice turtles the smile he lives for.
Always a pleasure.
Much obliged.
This looks like some kind of ruin. Where are we?
Judging from the style of the walls and columns, I'd say this place is an ancient underground temple of Eumacia.
Eumacia, the Empyrean of Earth.
So it was by no coincidence that the Earth Pulse led us here.
How did the temple builders know where to dig to connect to an Earth Pulse? Did they just get lucky? Just wham, there it is?
An Earth Pulse doesn't work that way. It's a flow of natural force ordinary humans can't sense. But in those days, there were more humans capable of sensing that which others couldn't. It was people like that who guided the rest to build their temples closer to the Earth Pulses, closer to their gods.
Uh-huh.
So, since Empyreans control the forces of nature, people viewed the Earth Pulses as embodiments of the gods themselves. Is that it?
Right. In the time when Empyrean worship was at its peak, temples like this were built all over.
And I'm guessing they all looked pretty similar, so until we go outside, we're no closer to knowing where we are.
That sums it up.
I wonder if they found any high-quality ore when they dug this hole. You know, for making swords.
I don't know why I bother explaining anything to you.
You know, I'm starting to think you just enjoy it. I thought you'd be long gone.
I apologize for disappearing on you. I was there, and then in the next moment, I was gone.
And Laphicet?
He's resting inside me. As far as I can tell, he seems healthy again.
Your name's Eleanor, right? If I defeat you, you'll be his vessel and follow my orders until the day you die.
I accept. But conversely, should you lose, I will take your life.
Do you plan on fighting alone?
I can handle myself. I see you're not using Laphicet to help you fight.
Of course! This duel is me versus you.
I'd better not hear any excuses after your defeat then. We're done here.
Never let your guard down, even when victorious!
Why did you stop?
I know you can't kill me as long as I'm his vessel. I'm just abiding by the same terms.
Had you won, you'd have killed me.
True, but a duel is a duel.
The Abbey shaped you well. However! Once your sword is drawn, never waver. Control your feelings to control the tide of battle, right?
Lord Artorias' teachings? What a failure I have been. I'll keep my word. I will follow your orders. the day I die!
Don't!
My body, I can't move! How? Since when can a Moloch overpower his own vessel?
Laphicet, are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Looks like her body is reacting to the bond.
Yeah, I know the drill. She'll get a high fever and stay zonked out for a bit. No biggie.
Carrying her will slow us down. We can't afford that risk when we're venturing into parts unknown.
Let's rest here until she's recovered then. She's one of us now, isn't she? As long as she's Laphicet's vessel.
That's true.
I'll look after Madame Eleanor. You know, I just remembered. After Miss Magilu and I made our pact, she couldn't stop sneezing and sniffling for months. That happened right when spring was starting.
A demon, a Moloch, a witch, and now an exorcist. We've turned into a real band of misfits.
I didn't have any other choice. We're stuck with her.
Yeah, I know. We can't afford to lose Laphicet. Now that we know the full extent of Inominat's strength, we need that boy more than ever.
Do you think Inominat really is an Empyrean?
You got me, but I do know this. Whatever he is, he's no ordinary Moloch. And the Abbey intends on using that power. To what end, I couldn't say.
If we're going to win this, we need to uncover Inominat's true nature and the Abbey's secret goals.
Indeed. At the very least, I think we can safely assume that Ifrid's disappearance is part of their schemes. We might be able to extract some information out of that Eleanor woman as well.
Agreed. But no torture. I'm not shattering our only vessel.
Yeah, I get that. Given the pact they share, if Eleanor goes down, Laphicet becomes a demon, right?
What? No one told me that!
That's just how it is between Moloch and Vessel. I know she's a threat, but we need to keep her close for the time being.
Well, we sure are in it deep now.
Man, Artorias and Inominat. Either one of them's a force to be reckoned with.
Then why do you look so happy?
Because I'm still alive. And if I'm alive, I can fight.
You're certainly optimistic.
That's just the sort of demon I am. What about you, though? You gonna call that whole revenge thing off?
If only. That's just the sort of demon I'm not.
Then we need to find a way to beat them. You can mope after you're dead.
We? You're still going to help?
Yeah. After all, I wouldn't be here if Laphicet hadn't saved my life. Surely you know me by now. I might not look it, but duty and honor flow through my veins.
Hey, don't overwork yourself.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Isn't it obvious? I disobeyed you, Velvet.
Don't sweat it. I'm still alive thanks to you.
I didn't want to see you die. That's why
why I did that. To save you.
I'm sorry too. Acting the way I did. Treating you like an object.
When I came with you, that was my own choice. You gave me the freedom to choose.
And what would you choose now? We only have more troubles ahead.
You're still going to fight, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't stop now.
Even so, I've made my choice. I'm coming with you.
I see.
Anyway, it's not like I have any idea where we are now.
That's a good point.
Ahaha! But an object misused is one thing. A person misused is quite another.
What's your point?
What's your point, is what I want to know. Not only did you blow the whole revenge thing, you didn't even leave a scratch. Do you have any plan on where to go from here?
I'll admit it. Inominat's power is far beyond what I could ever have imagined. But I'll never give up. No matter how many times I have to try, I'll devour them all.
Bet you 100 gold you break first.
Huh?
You heard me. 100 gold says that you give up. I lost a bet with Rokuro when you had to go and survive. Cost me 10 gold. I'm just looking to come out on top.
Whatever. Fine.
Oh, then it looks like we have a bet. There might be some fun in me sticking around after all. Not that I much care how it all turns out. I'm just looking to kill time.
Hey, Velvet. I've got something that might help with Inominat.
Oh. Is this that book you took from the villa?
It is. Look closely at the crest on the cover.
It's the same one from the temple. Does that book say anything about Inominat?
Yes. But I can't read it. It's written in the ancient tongue.
Oh, don't cry, baby boy. My friend Grimoire might be able to decipher that for you.
Really?
Well, maybe not. She'd have to take a look first.
Well, where is she? Your friend, I mean.
No idea. The last letter I got from her was sent from Isolde down in Southgand.
Not much to work with here.
True, but I'll have fun watching you try.
Oh, I'll find her. Don't you worry about that.
That's the spirit. Don't give up just yet.
Of all the things, a damned demon watching over me. How could I have let this happen? I'm such a disgrace. To atone for this grave sin, this is all I can do. Forgive me, Lord Artorias. right. It's Melchior's communication art.
I send Melchior to check out the Earth Pulse. And what a strange sight does he find?
My lord, I have failed you.
Lift your head, Eleanor. The Shepherd has a special mission for you.
A special mission?
You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logris Abbey headquarters. This mission is highly classified and not to be shared with even the legates.
Protect the Malak and bring him to the capital then?
With the utmost secrecy. Your becoming his vessel is in fact quite fortunate.
Maybe so. But with me as his vessel, the Malak may interfere.
This Malak may have his own will, but he can be manipulated. Do whatever it takes to get the job done, Eleanor. You act under my full authorization.
Even were it to mean obeying the orders of a demon? But, my lord, what Malak could possibly be that valuable?
Are you saying you cannot?
Shame is only a fleeting emotion. It is will and reason that ultimately prevail in the face of calamity. My lord, I live to serve the principles of your teachings.
The Earth Pulse will soon close. From here on, you must use your own discretion to execute your mission.
You're up. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Listen, don't try anything like that again. Pain is scary, right?
I'm alright. No more running away.
I'm Laphicet. It's good to finally meet you properly, Eleanor.
Yeah, likewise.
Don't worry. If you try running, you won't get far. Once I've eaten your arms and legs, I merely need you alive to act as his vessel, nothing more.
That won't be necessary. I swore an oath before our duel. An oath grants power in exchange for a certain constraint. Mine was, if I lose, I will obey my opponent. Once put in motion, an oath cannot be broken by the one who swore it. I will keep my promise to you because I must.
An oath, is it? In that case, I have a question for you. What does the Abbey plan to do with Innominat?
To wipe out the demons, of course. We want to end the era of disaster once and for all.
And how exactly does the Abbey plan on wiping out the demons? Is Innominat going to wander the land, slaughtering them all?
They never told me. Innominat's ritual is kept confidential even within the Abbey. All I know is that it involves Melchior.
Then it looks like the only way we'll figure out Innominat's true nature is by deciphering Laphicet's book. We'll have to track down Magilu's friend, the one who can read the ancient tongue.
If we go to Isoltan Southgand, we ought to find some clues to her whereabouts.
But first, we have to figure out where we are now. We need to find a settler or a village. Something.
I'm surprised us chuckleheads even know our own names.
Even the greatest scholars don't know everything at first. You can't get answers without asking for them.
Fair enough. Hard to argue with that.
I've never seen a Malak quite like him.
Eleanor, your job is going to be to protect Laphicet, even if it brings you into conflict with other exorcists. Because if you turn on me...
I know. Like I said, I can't betray you.
Listen, Laphicet. If she makes any strange moves, I want you to stop her immediately, okay?
I don't think Eleanor is such a bad person. Besides, she's oath-bound to her promise.
She's lying, obviously. That's only something you do if your life depends on it.
Yep. An oath is an art that takes complex rituals and lots of hard work and time. Hardly worth the trouble, to be honest.
I told you already. She wants to take you away from us. Women are creatures of deceit, boy.
If you say so.
She's right. Of course that goes doubly so for Velvet the Vengeful Villainess.
Well, I won't deny it.
What is it, Laphicet?
I was told that women's looks can be deceiving, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to see.
That's an age-old problem for men. You with me, Eisen?
Aye. Women are fickle creatures at best. They lie as easily as they breathe, and men can never see through their deceptions.
I totally feel you.
Sounds like you've both been through hard times.
The wounds women leave on a man's heart take longer to heal than a cut delivered by a sword.
It's that bad?
Beware a maiden's tears, boy, and guard yourself well. That's my advice to you.
Beware tears and guard myself.
Don't put any weird ideas into Laphicet's head, you two.
They're just facts.
If you fill his head with any more garbage, I'm eating both of you.
Yes, ma'am. Yikes.
The swordsman and the pirate having troubles with women? Ha! Well, women are nothing if not difficult. I've the deepest sympathy for you both.
What do you think of the ladies' reactions?
Well, Velvet won't eat either of you, and Magilu didn't seem sympathetic at all.
See? Appearances can be deceiving.
And it seems you've absorbed the lesson well.
Right.
I'm not like that, though.
Huh?
Yes, some women use their tears to manipulate others, but not all do, and I, for one, despise such duplicity. The women who did that to Eisen and Rokuro are just the extreme.
Yeah, I can see how much you hate dishonesty, Eleanor.
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
Be a good example for the boy, then, so he doesn't end up like Rokuro and me.
I intend to do just that, whether or not you ask it of me.
Eleanor is a lot stronger than she appears. Huh? This stone, it's
just a rock. Take it if you want.
I think it's really rare. The way it sparkles, I think it might even be bright steel.
Bright steel? Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's actually a rare metal used to forge weapons and stuff. You don't find it just anywhere.
If there's bright steel here, that means we must be in either Endgand or Islegand. Both are a long ways off from Midgand. I doubt the Abbey has many people stationed out here.
That's our pirate! Arr! Here there be treasures shiny and sentries few!
At the very least, this could mean we'll be left alone for a while. Nice find, Laphicet.
Thanks.
Now wash your hands.
Okay.
The only way to learn where we are is to find someone to ask, I guess. What's eating you, Laphicet?
If people say you can't judge women at face value, does that mean you can with men?
Sure. Men are simple creatures.
Men are simple. Oh!
know! You talk like you're an expert in all things masculine. But you can only speak for your own family.
As if you're one to judge.
And I'm sure you've charmed a magnificent lord to be your lover.
Sure.
What does he look like? Is he tall?
None of your business.
Don't tell me. He was always on the other side of a swinging door, so you only saw his feet? I see. What a lovely crush that must be.
I read that story. It was a book called The Legs of a Man.
Oh? I've never heard of it.
I've read it too. It's a sad, bittersweet tale, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it.
Maybe when I have some free time after killing Artorias.
I just wanted to know if men could be judged at face value.
It's not often you find bright steel above ground. I hear it's a lot of trouble to unearth, even in the regions it's normally found.
Yeah. Mining for minerals takes a lot of specialized techniques and experience on the part of the prospector. They examine the soil, the water, the plants, and so on, where the same mineral was found before. Then search similar environments for the next big find.
Sure, but it's not like they succeed every time. It's all a big gamble. Isn't there a simpler way?
I read in a book once that you can use a pendulum to find water and metals underground.
It's called dowsing.
What's dowsing?
You hang the pendulum so it's facing the ground. Then you chant the magic word, Magic Kazam, and wait to be amazed. The little bit of ore on its tip will sniff out buried treasure in underground lakes like a bloodhound on a prickle bore.
You don't seriously believe this.
It's just like fortune telling. You win some, you lose some. That's why they call it prospecting.
So, if pendulums are used for fortune telling, why the hell is Zavid running around using them as weapons?
He uses wind to control its trajectory. I think it's easier for him to manipulate pendulums in a fight than something like a whip or a rope.
Oh, that makes sense now. That seems pretty clever.
He's probably also doing it to make himself stronger, too. Malakim broadly fall into 4 elemental types: earth, water, wind, and fire. Each strong or weak against the others. Wind beats earth. Zavid is a wind Moloch, so when he obtains earth element minerals, his own strength is boosted.
I never realized Malakim could be so calculating.
Then if pendulums react to a Moloch's powers, maybe they can actually do this dowsing stuff like Magilu says.
Yeah, it's worth taking that thing seriously. Zavid might like to joke around, but when it comes to fighting, he knows full well just what he's doing.
He puts an awful lot of thought into that weapon of his, if you ask me.
You don't?
I spare all my thoughts for my sweetheart.
Yeah, right. You just like to cause trouble without putting much thought into anything. You there. Got a moment?
Gah! Are you guys with the sword breaker?
The what?
Get away from me! Hold up! I'm sorry, all right?
Real class act. Attacking as you apologize.
See this? See this? For free! One! Hurricane! No escape! Hurricane! No escape! Deception! See this? Killing flash! But I'm this close. I want this! Form zero! What? My sword! Please, mighty demon, I beg you! I'll do anything, just spare me!
I only wanted to ask you something.
You don't have to worry. This woman here is an exorcist.
Huh? Right. I'm Eleanor, a Praetor exorcist. Please, remain calm and hear our questions.
You do look like an exorcist, but what are you doing with ruffians like these?
Top secret Abbey business. That's all I can say. Now, can you tell us where we are? And are there any ports nearby?
You don't know? You're on Kадnik's Island in Islegand. The port is at the other end of that ravine.
I'll send a Sylphjay to the Von Eltia.
Thanks.
One more question. Who's this sword breaker?
Ah, he's a demon. Causes lots of trouble around these parts. He only attacks sword fighters, and he breaks their blades. He's even taken down a number of praetors.
Hence the name Swordbreaker.
He wields a fine sword, clearly forged in a foreign land. I tried to find his lair to steal the weapon for myself, but that's when I was attacked.
A foreign sword.
I'd be careful if I were you. If he spots that sword on your back, you'll be in a world of trouble.
Sounds like a real nasty fellow.
Well, he tries to pull anything on this demon, and he's in for one munchy crunchy surprise.
You folks are all crazy.
Either way, I'd say this is a blessing in disguise for you. You're lucky to still be alive. Take this chance to abandon your life of crime.
Let's find...
Can you read any of this old writing?
No. I've studied many languages, but I've never seen script like this before. Can you read it, Eleanor?
I've never come across this language either. Where did you find a rare tome like this?
Well...
It was a lucky find at the capital. What can I say? The kid loves to read.
I was surprised to see how many Malakim like to read. Bienfu does a lot of reading too.
I didn't know that.
It's true. I'm not sure what he's been reading though.
Did someone call for me? Bienfu, do you like to read too? Oh, yes. Books are a treasure trove of knowledge. But I'm a greater Malakim, so the literature I enjoy might be a bit above your level, Laphicet. How to talk a human female into becoming your vessel. And physically escalating with cuties. Bien? Physically escalating. What does that mean?
You really don't need to know.
All right.
Yeah, I'm confiscating all of these.
And I have some questions. Bienfu, you better be ready for a thorough interrogation.
Bien! You look like you're having fun, Rokuro.
Well, I'm a yaksha.
A yaksha. A spirit of war.
Yeah, a demon that lives for combat.
But this swordbreaker has cut down exorcists with its foreign blade. Aren't you scared?
Of dying, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of dying. It's more that I'm afraid of not being alive.
Huh?
Fighting is my life. It's all I want to do. So I fight. That's what living means to me.
Living only to kill. A demon is always going to be a demon.
Well, if you're gonna be blunt.
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting.
On to battle!
What's wrong?
An enemy.
That sword. Is that Stormquell?
A demon wielding a foreign-made sword. You must be the sword flipper.
Not much for conversation, are you?
Silence, they say, is only commendable in an ox tongue dried and a maid not bendable.
I'm here.
Gaze upon my fiery beard!
He's still moving.
I'll take this one. Come and get me! Good, a challenge!
Look out!
Don't interfere, rats!
What do you think you're doing?
Touch me and I'll kill you.
Sorry. I just got a little riled up.
Do you know that demon?
No, but I know his sword. A blade called Stormquell.
Stormquell.
Whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with us. Let's just get to the portal already.
Laphicet, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
I thought he was going to kill you.
Yeah, I know. You were just doing what you thought was right.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's good then. I didn't give you a clear enough warning to stay out of it. If it ever happens again, I'll give you a proper warning.
You really don't want me to help you? Even if your life is at risk?
Yup.
Why?
Actually, I'm not too sure myself.
Huh?
There's somebody out there I need to defeat by my own hand. I want to strike him down. I want to triumph against him. But to do that, I need to be a better swordsman.
Someone you have to defeat.
In a sword fight, yeah. And I'll do anything to ensure I come out on top in the end. No matter how much it costs me. Life, limb, hell, even my heart and soul, I'll pay it. Those feelings have been so central to me for so long. I lost my dang humanity somewhere along the way.
Why do you need to win that badly?
To be honest, beats me. Maybe it has to do with me being a demon. Or maybe that's why I became one. Either way, it's more important to me than life itself.
More important than life.
But still, I owe you for saving me back there. There's no victory pose in store for me if I'm dead.
Okay.
Is that how you thank someone for saving your life?
Huh? I'm just being honest with the little guy. And no offense and all, but why do you care?
You don't even think it disrespectful? You truly are a demon.
Yep, big old demon.
Now why does that name sound so familiar?
Hey, Eleanor? Thanks for stepping in earlier.
Think nothing of it. My orders are to protect you, so I did.
Oh, I see.
Of course, orders or no orders, I'd save anyone under threat from a demon.
Well, how noble.
Oh, I got it!
Got what?
The tragic tale of the sword Stormquell! Gather round and listen, oh grimy travelers! Once, centuries past, there was a sword renowned the world over for its peerlessly sharp edge, its forger shrouded in mystery. So mighty was each swing of the sword, it produced howling winds that could level mountains! No other sword could match its power. The people, in their superstition, began to call it the God Blade!
This God Blade, is it Stormquell?
Shush! The tale is merely beginning. Now, there was one man who was truly enamored with the God Blade. His name was Kurogane, a blacksmith of wondrous talent. His heart was set on forging an even greater sword, and he had a name in mind for this sword. Stormquell, the sword to conquer the God Blade's roaring winds.
And did he make it?
Kurogane forged scores of challengers to the God Blade, but each would-be Stormquell was shattered by the implacable howling wind. Some say the wielder of the God Blade chopped off his head. Others say he took his own life. The truth is lost to the dusty cobwebs of history. But perhaps he, and his grudge towards the God Blade, somehow yet live.
A grudge that spans centuries.
You hear tall tales like this all the time. That sword and its inscription we saw were probably just inspired by the legend.
Perhaps. But if that's the real Stormquell, we should all sleep with one eye open tonight.
What makes you say that?
Because that God Blade Kurogane wanted so desperately to top has been passed down through my family for generations. Its name is Stormhowl.
In other words, we could well bump into your armored friend again. Let's hurry it up.
Listen, Laphicet.
What is it?
You can't trust her just because she said she'd protect you, orders or no orders. Remember, Malakim are just tools to exorcists.
But she really did protect me.
I know you feel you owe her for that, but do you have to look so happy about it?
Sorry.
I'm not asking for an apology. I just want her to know that we've all got an eye on her. No matter how close you two get, I want her to understand that I come first.
So, what do you want me to do?
Let's see. To put it simply, I'm number 1, and Eleanor is number 2. Got it?
I get it. You're number 1, and Eleanor is number 2.
Right. I'm number 1. Wait, this is kind of stupid, isn't it?
It's alright. I understand.
That's not what I mean. Candle? What's that doing here?
Oh, I think these were used to keep robbers away, like wards around old kings' tombs. I've read about this. There's a trick to the stone. It reacts to heat.
Heat, huh? Then there's only one thing to do.
No. Well, if you aren't the craziest demon, your body's harder than your own sword.
Who's this?
That's Lord Shigure, one of the only two-legged exorcists in the entire abbey.
A legate. Same as Melchior.
Eleanor! Fancy meeting you here. What the hell happened to you? You get captured by a demon? Or are you a turncoat?
I'm...
Don't matter. I do my own thing. I got no standing to tell you how to live. Still, today's my lucky day. Never thought I'd encounter the one and only Stormquell.
Sigure, I think someone over there wants your attention. He looks lonely.
You're right, I'm being a jerk. Just can't pass up the chance to tease my little brother. Can I, Rokurou?
Your brother?
You haven't changed a bit, Shigure.
You go blind, dumbass? I'm bucket load stronger now. You're the one who hasn't changed, I bet. You still hung up on trying to take me down?
The one you want to beat in a fight? That's him?
I'm not who I was that day either, brother.
Oh, wait. You're a demon? Ha! Now it's getting good. But I wonder, has that really changed anything? When my real storm howl breaks your sad reject again, you gonna piss yourself like last time?
I'll handle him. Laphicet, no matter what, I need you to stay out of it.
All right.
It's been too long since we crossed swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead! I'll make you regret sparing my life last time! Hold up! See this? Slash! See this?
Come on now. Don't tell me you're... It's been too long since we crossed swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead! I'll make you regret sparing my life last time! See this? See this?
Hey, you're not too stabby.
See this? See this? See this?
Come on now. Don't tell me you're finished already. It's been too long since we crossed swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead! I'll make you regret sparing my life last time!
Hold on! Not too shabby. You're not too shabby. You're feisty as a demon. I like it. But alas, I think our fight's over.
Rokuro! What? My body!
I said stay out of this! We're just getting started here!
No backing down for you this time, huh? But we're done for today.
Sigure!
Oh, calm down, Rokuro. We could have a real fight sometime if you actually brought a decent sword. Go ask that old bastard there to make you one. I'll be waiting.
Who?
That demon in the armor, Kuragane.
The blacksmith from the story.
I'll be waiting for you at Port Cadinex. Unless you can beat me, you ain't getting off this island.
Who are you to decide that?
You got a problem with it, lady? Best of luck, you demons. You'll need it.
Lord Shigure, sir! I'm on a high-level mission.
Eleanor, babe, I get it. You've gone rogue. Have fun with that. I see you again. I'll kill you.
He wasn't even trying yet. You can tell.
But if we all fight him together...
That won't work. But there is another way.
What are you talking about? What way?
Follow me.
Rokuro! Velvet, aren't we going after him?
This is his fight. It has nothing to do with me.
But Shigure said he'd be waiting at the port. He may be a nutball, but I don't think he's fool enough to let us slip past.
Exactly. And as a swordsman, he's even more skilled than Artorias, and that's saying something.
We're mice with our tails pinned, and the cat's licking his lips.
At the very least, Kuragane seems to have some kind of plan.
Fine. We'll hear what he has to say. What was that fat cat creature with Shigure?
You mean Morgrim? She's a Moloch. She just looks different.
And?
And what? She has all the abilities of a Moloch. I'm not trying to keep anything from you. All I know is her name and that she's a Moloch.
Huh.
Lord Shigure is an exorcist legate, but he's also a warrior who can match exorcists or demons even without the use of Moloch arts. Since no one has ever seen Shigure use an art, Morgrim is considered one of the 7 wonders of the Abbey.
The 7 wonders of the Abbey.
No one knows Morgrim's capabilities, or even the details of Shigure's pact with her.
No one! Except me, that is!
Huh?
This is all highly classified, but Morgrim is incredibly lazy. The price she demanded of Shigure for making a pact with her was grooming and defleeing.
Anything else?
Oh, and on a point of sensitivity, she's chubby, not fat. She may be our enemy, but she's also a woman. You should try not to hurt each other's feelings.
Anything else?
Her thick eyebrows are all the rage with Malakim, so much so that false eyebrows are expected to be the next big thing.
Well, if he's that strong without Moloch arts, I don't want to see what he's like with them.
We can't best Sигуре without a strategy. We should ask Rokuro what he knows about him.
Thinking, Eleanor. Attacking a legate like that.
Well... I just thought Rokuro was going to die if I didn't intervene.
Oh? You'd kill one of your own allies for a demon?
I acted without thinking. Sometimes I'm too soft-hearted to a fault.
I'd say it's less that, and more just stupidity. You're supposed to be protecting Laphicet. Don't get yourself into trouble you don't need.
Even if one of our own is in danger?
Even then.
This kid must be really important to her. All right, I understand.
Laphicet, next time she acts up, stop her. Understand? We don't know what she's got up her sleeve.
Okay. Thanks for not telling on me, Eleanor. And I'm sorry I hijacked your body.
I understand how it feels to want to protect your friends. The problem's with those demons, not you.
But I think Velvet has the capacity to feel the same way too. At least when it comes to her brother.
Is that why you're staying with her?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
I have to figure out what's going on with this group, if I ever hope to wrest the child from them.
Whoa! Look at all those swords!
That's what happens when the legendary blacksmith Kurogane toils so hard, he forgets to die.
I gave up everything, thinking of nothing else but forging a sword that could surpass Stormhowl. And before I knew it...
You had traded your humanity for demonhood.
I see I'm not the only one. So great was your grudge against your brother, the inheritor of Stormhowl.
Well, guess we're not so different. You don't suppose you could hammer me up a new sword, do you?
I've forged countless blades over these long years, yet not one has proven a match for Stormhowl. And yet you still seek a Kurogane sword?
I'll put it like this. No matter how much you've failed across the centuries, you've never broken. Well, I'm the same way. If anything can break Sигуре and his god blade, it's the bitterness I carry.
Strangely enough, seeing you and your brother has given me an idea that might work. I will forge you a new blade.
Should we get some Brightstone?
Nope. No need for that.
Huh?
Should I take it from the top?
If you would. My arms are all I'll be needing.
What are you doing?
Don't be alarmed. I'm just cutting free some raw materials for the sword.
You see something new every day.
You need his head to make the sword?
That's right. With this fine clump of pure resentment, I shall forge your imitation Stormhowl anew.
No. I only keep this imitation as a reminder of how weak-willed I was in the past. To defeat Sигуре, I've perfected the art of dual wielding, a secret Rangetsu technique.
All right. If that's what you prefer, a pair of short swords it is.
We'll wait outside.
All we can do now is wait for Rokuro.
The ship is on its way, right on schedule.
Of course it is. They don't have the Reaper on board.
One more thing. Apparently, Sигуре is Artorius' bodyguard.
So we'll have to face him down sometime, no matter what.
It's in our best interest to get rid of him while he's working alone. The problem is, Rokuro can't beat him by himself.
Agreed. Sигуре is not to be trifled with.
Certainly. That's why, when Rokuro creates an opening, we're going to take Sигуре out.
You want us to meddle in somebody else's private quarrel?
If it affects my own quarrel, yes.
I suppose I'm in the same position. Besides, I can still use him. There's no sense in throwing his life away.
Rokuro's not really a guy to care about.
I made the Enfu
I pity that
That could have gone
rituals. It's
unnecessary.
indeed.
Still, if what you get, but if the offer, I wonder which.
Rokuro.
You saw that.
Sure.
Even demons.
I know. They seem...
Well,
Do you have a purpose?
I do, and
Typical demon, yes. Besides,
if that's what you ask him,
he wouldn't.
Rokuro, how do those two...
it's just how they.
Yeah, but me?
Not yet, you.
You really think...
Almost certain you're not a
Okay.
but never mind.
Bad news! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this way! They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor!
Purge?
Velvet, what do we do?
We take them head on. And you're fighting with us, Eleanor.
An order, I presume.
It is. Protect Laphicet and defeat the Exorcists.
All right. I understand.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will turn into a demon.
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pool all the resources we have. She needs us for her own ends, and we'll use that to our advantage in this fight.
Just don't push your luck too far, Velvet.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding young exorcist. How quickly one falls when entering Velvet's dark orbit.
Ask me if I care.
Traitor Eleanor! You should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons!
Your collusion could spell disaster to the Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death. You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
No, that's not... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor!
I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
There. Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords!
Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Sigure.
With me as a witness.
I...
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them?
I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die.
Understood.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
Yeah, you've got that right.
Hey, Bienfu? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually. I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier, if that's okay.
You mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties?
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
But you and Madame Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Molocheman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics, Bearing Your Body and Your Soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
All right, then how about after bath party games, dropping your defenses and your towels?
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would... Rokuro, why did he call your storm howl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real storm howl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Sigure has the real one, and... yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laphicet is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh, what are you saying?
She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
Huh? The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
I don't...
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
You and Sigure both use the Rangetsu style. But to me it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Sigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Sigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Sigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be secondary, but it's what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard, he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? A style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
is to cut down the other.
Precisely!
Both are renowned blades, but I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out for myself.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks.
All right, let's get down to business. Not bad. Better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up. Don't play games with me.
Here's release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Divine order! Here it comes! Well done. Crash through! Crash through! Clear off! Dodging light! Crash through! No mercy! Won't I won't punch!
I don't even need to dodge. It'll be the same every time.
I can't die here.
I'll help you!
Disgraceful.
Not bad at all. But I'm not done yet! But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you! Take this! What?
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. Alright, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah. We're headed for the Isolde Archipelago in Southgand.